Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
It's always a pleasurable experience to drive or take a ride in a car. This is because the vehicle saves you the trouble of trekking or transporting goods from one location to another without much ado. For the automobile to perform optimally, the quality of certain critical components of the vehicle must be ascertained. The tire is one of such parts of a vehicle that should never be taken for granted. Over the years on our program, we have examined the quality of the tire with emphasis on the proper handling of this life-endangering product. Our focus is on what many car owners take for granted about the tire. It's tire pressure. That is the amount of air in a tire. Did you know that it is extremely dangerous to go beyond the recommended tire pressure? It's Standard and You and a very special edition you won't want to miss for anything at all. Sit back, relax and enjoy the program. My name is Ifoma Okonkwo. I'll be back shortly.
Our interest in small and medium scale enterprises is born out of government desire to grow that sector of our economy. And that we've been doing well with the Office of the Vice President and other sister agencies to inculcate the culture of quality assurance to small and micro enterprises. We've been doing this by participating with other sister agencies in SME clinics that is being organized by the Office of the Vice President, and it has been a resounding success.
Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
Why you dey buy fake product, make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live. Buy original. You should know where to go. The SON. Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. The SON.
Standards Organization of Nigeria. Improving lives through standards.
Welcome back. You're watching Standard and You, Africa's most authoritative platform on television, where you get to know more about product safety and quality. It's a public enlightenment initiative by the Standards Organization of Nigeria, the SON, that comes to you on Africa's largest television network, the NTA, Mondays at 6:30 p.m. Please don't miss it. Are you a car owner? Commercial bus driver? Do you know the tire pressure of your car? Do you even know where to find the PSI of your tire as recommended by the manufacturer of your automobile? I am sure some of you watching me are beginning to ask questions and wondering what PSI means and what you have been exposed to by simply taking for granted the need to adhere strictly to specified and very important information. Please take a look.
There are millions of car owners and drivers of commercial and articulated vehicles on major roads across the country. Most of these men and women behind the wheels are licensed by law to drive, having passed through a recognized driving school or through self-help. Learning the skill of driving is as important as understanding and appreciating the various parts of a vehicle to stay safe on the road. The tire is one of the very delicate parts of a car, which every driver should ensure its proper usage and maintenance. Motorists have often placed emphasis on the quality of tires. Many have continued to express concern over the incessant tire burst, which more often has led to serious auto crashes on the roads. Investigations by Standard & U revealed that some of these fatal accidents are as a result of drivers' non-adherence to recommended tire pressure.
We drivers, we don't have time. In most cases, if we want to gauge our tires, we don't even come down at times. We leave that to conductor. The vulcanizer will inflate the tire, and the conductor won't even have time to ask the conductor what the pressure is. You understand? We leave that to the vulcanizer. He gauge it as he likes.
I do check when the vulcanizer is doing my tire, but I don't really know the amount of pressure that should be in the tire. I believe the vulcanizer knows the amount of pressure that should be in the tire, so I don't really bother to know.
You can never know because it doesn't have a meter. The way the vulcanizer gauges this 20 or this 30 or this is 40, you can never know the meter. I trust the vulcanizer. Anything what I tell you, that is fine now.
Me, I cannot check it because I don't get gauge. And vulcanizer and your work, I do it.
It's 50. We normally gauge 50 inside.
It is the vulcanizer who will actually know the amount of pressure that will enter inside the tire.
When you use a vehicle a year, 2, 3 years, there's no how. You upgrade the air that you are going to put on the tire because the tire, it could have getting somehow. That is why we used to put 40. But if it is no one like this or something like 6 months, 8 months, we can still follow the real measurement that they put from coming from the factory.
From their responses, it's obvious that not many are aware of the recommended tire pressure of their car. So bad is the situation that even those you think should know follow this simple instruction.
I don't know what do you call it? No, I don't know what is PSI. I don't think I'm aware of that. I'm not.
You're talking knowledge if I know what you're talking about. I don't even know. I know I used to hear things like gauge at 40. So I don't even know what it means. I don't even know where and how they do it. All I know is that you gauge my tire and I'm on the road.
Sometimes we need to go to vulcanizer to gauge it, to let us know what the pressure is. And when we get there, sometimes the vulcanizer, they will not tell you the truth because they want to collect money. They have to put the air and say that, okay, you need to pay 100 naira or 200 naira. Then sometimes they will say that maybe the gauge is not working properly. They will tell you that the gauge is 35 or 40. So then you allow them to gauge it.
Many even rely on their uneducated vulcanizer, who in most cases cannot read and write to determine the PSI of the tire pressure.
No, I think they know about it, so they do it their way. Yes.
It's okay for you.
Yes.
When you carry the tire come, if you see all the tire as it be, now you go know as it do am. If you that tire, even as in a managed tire, you go just pull small air, something like 40 or 45. But if it's as in a that tire, where they normal, where they okay, go put on 50. No, 50 so it's okay.
Normal gauge for tire, 30 for the gauge. If you want to waka for Lagos, 40 is okay. If you want to go far, 30, now 30 so it's okay. If you want to go Abuja, anywhere, Lokoja, 30 is okay.
This is despite campaigns and sensitization programs organized by the Standards Organization of Nigeria to educate drivers and owners of vehicles on the need to adhere strictly to the manufacturer's recommended pressure.
When you over-pressurize your tire, you are subjecting that tire to very high risk. It can burst, at very high speed and very high temperature. Because when you increase the temperature of the tire, you're also increasing the pressure inside the tire. At very high temperature like ours, and you over-pressurize your tire, it means that when you are high speed, the tire can burst and can kill people because of the high pressure in the tire.
The truth is that the PSI varies from one vehicle to another and is determined by the manufacturer of the vehicle.
So we always advise people, before you pump your tire, please make sure you look at the specified pressure meant for that tire by the manufacturers. Even your vehicle, you open the door, check your door, you see where it's written that the tires for this vehicle should be pressurized at so PSI.
at 40 psi, 45 psi, it's not only, it's not good for you to get to a vulcanizer and say, make it 40. Or you ask the vulcanizer say 50, we pump this kind of tire as 50, we pump it 40. No, look at the specifications for that particular tire. You see it and make sure you pump it at that particular pressure. It's safe to do that.
Tires we get at this part of the country, some are fairly used, some are even damaged tires. So it's really dangerous for us to overgauge our tires. And because of the temperature of this particular part of the world, Africa and Nigeria precisely, very, very hot temperature, which can actually damage the tire. And when you are driving over time, when you gauge your tire, even at the precise level, it overshoots as soon as you go up. It increases normally without you knowing. So it's really advisable to tell them to put it at the exact instruction, which is the normal one that the manufacturer said it should be.
The car is made as a whole, which means everything about the car is calculated. So if you have, say, an SUV where you are told that if you have 2 passengers seated, this is the PSI. If you have a fully loaded car with baggage, this is the PSI. They're obviously not stupid. And so if this have gone through standards and then these cars are being able to go to market, I don't see a reason why I should listen to a organizer that learnt a trade from someone who learnt a trade without any proper formal education as to how these things work.
It is a vital information that every driver, owner of a car, commercial bus driver should know and comply with.
When enlightened people know about that, they don't even take time they overlook, So we are appealing to people, take time whenever you want to pump your tire, please. When you want to inflate your tire or put air into your tire, make sure you know the pressure at which that tire, even the tire is written on the tire. It's not only on the vehicle. So you can see maximum pressure, 44 psi. That's the maximum pressure you can subject this tire to. It's 44 psi. It's written on the tire. So whenever you buy a tire and you go to a vulcanizer to pump it or to put air inside it, don't listen to the vulcanizer. Look at what is written by the manufacturer. This is the pressure this tire can take, and make sure it does not exceed that pressure.
The recommended manufacturer's PSI for tire pressure can be found on the following parts of your vehicle: a sticker inside the driver's door, on the owner's manual, on the tires, on the trunk lid, in the console, fuel door or cover. Pressure in tire is often measured in units of pounds per square inch, otherwise known as PSI. To avoid accident on the road, please check and insist on the recommended PSI for your tire pressure.
Day of the Standards Organization of Nigeria. Standards Organization, we are happy to have you around. You are most welcome. Join of Standards Organization of Nigeria, Mr. Osita Anthony Abolo, Institute, Enugu. He is engineer, BE of I, engineer, is representing SON.
Welcome back. Now you know the importance of ensuring the right tire pressure and where to look out for your car's PSI. Please, let's do it right and stay safe. Moving on and still on tire, did you know that the Standards Organization of Nigeria has embarked on a nationwide raid to check the distribution of substandard tires? This was disclosed by the agency's Director of Inspectorate and Compliance, Obiora Manafa, in Enugu State, where the SON destroyed damaged tires valued at millions of naira. Here are details of that exercise.
These are various brands of tires imported into the country from China. The brand new tires stuffed into one another, a process which SON's Director of Inspectorate and Compliance, Obiora Manafa, says has destroyed vital components of the tire. According to him, the affected life-endangering products are no longer fit for the roads. The destruction of these tires, he explained, is to ensure that they do not find their ways back to the shelves.
We have subjected them to test. We have tested them, we carry out the laboratory test analysis. The tires are good themselves as manufactured, but the act of stuffing and unstuffing have made the tires very bad and substandard, and we are destroying them today. And the way we are destroying, you have seen, we are not burning them because of environmental pollution. We don't want to pollute the environment, so we are shredding them into pieces to make sure that nobody can ever use them again.
Plans, he explained, are on by the agency to upgrade existing technologies to tackle the menace of fake goods in the country.
Because of the force, the mechanical force applied to this tire, to ram it into a bigger tire for stuffing. Look at the damages. This one depressed. So if you look at this bead, we call this place bead. This is the surface that laps on the rim. You see, they are no more even. They are no more even. So no matter how you fit this tire onto the rim, you have small openings. It cannot lap well the way the tire was designed to lap on the rim. So it's a very big problem. The tire is no more good. It's no more good. Look at it. This thing has been there for we don't know how long. It has been like this in the now maybe many months, and now some of them will tell you that after inflating and mounting on the vehicle that the shape will come back. Don't mind them, because the tire is no more good. And we are appealing to Nigerians, please, if you see this kind of tire, no matter how good, how beautiful it looks, don't buy it.
He added that nothing will be left to chance to check the importation of such life-threatening products into the country.
Commend SON on their good work, most especially with respect to the environment. They are not in a measure to solve a problem, they are not creating another problem. They are doing it in a sustainable manner. They are destroying the tires using a shredder. I mean, it's a very good thing to see, instead of open burning that will cause another kind of pollution in the environment. So we're happy to be partners with SON.
He advised consumers to always insist on quality and stop patronizing sellers of damaged and used tires, otherwise known as Tokumbo tires, to reduce the carnage on our roads. The exercise is ongoing.
The president of the Enugu Chamber of Commerce, Mines and Agriculture, pharmacist Emeka Udeze, has commended the SON for developing technological capacity to tackle the menace of substandard and fake products in Nigeria, with every sense of commitment to deliver on its mandate. Udeze gave this commendation at the SON's Day at the 30th Enugu International Trade Fair.
Let me particularly commend the management and staff of Standard Organization of Nigeria, SON, for their consistency in participation at the Enugu International Trade Fair, because they participate every year, and we are very grateful to that. We are very grateful of your partnership with us over the years, and for your realizing the important role you play in ensuring that goods produced here locally meet international standards, as well as goods and equipment imported from overseas are of standard and of good quality.
The ESIMA president said the present management of the SON has made remarkable stride in checking the distribution of fake goods in the country.
Bearing in mind the role of standardization, SON is resolved to turn around the fortunes of MSMEs and other businesses in Nigeria, in line with the policy of the federal government towards promoting and sustaining them as Nigeria's main economic engine. As part of its mandate, and in line with its resolve, SON has certified 197 products to its mandatory conformity assessment program, MANCAP, within January and February this year, 2019.
The theme of the fair is promoting and enhancing value addition in the oil and non-oil sectors of the economy for robust economic growth and development.
Choose life and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
Welcome to the feedback segment of the program. I am Halimot Osifo. Have you heard of life-endangering products? Yes, life-endangering products. Today, liquefied petroleum gas, LPG cylinder, is used in many Nigerian homes. But did you know, fake and expired LPG cylinder plus poor handling have led to cylinder explosions, leading to loss of lives or causing severe burns. Behind every wall at home, in an office, or a building in general, there are cables that channel electricity for daily consumption. If these electrical cables are not of good quality, it could result in a domestic fire outbreak, posing great danger to lives and property. Just as poor brake pads could place you and your passengers in danger, the campaign against fairly used, substandard and expired tires is significant to the prevention of road accidents, which is life-threatening. Now, imagine what happens when substandard steel bars are used in building construction. Building collapse, which can be disastrous. LPG cylinder, electrical cable, brake fluids and pads, tires, steel bars, solar panel, stabilizer, and more products have been classified as life-endangering products. Life-endangering products are high-risk products, as they pose a greater safety risk to consumers because of their nature. Such products requires you as a manufacturer or an importer to be mindful of the fact that the products can put not just one, but many lives in great danger if defective. What about you, the consumer? Remember, life has no duplicates. Be vigilant and quality conscious when making a purchase and during usage. Standards Organization of Nigeria recognizes the need to stay safe. Hence, the agency will stop at nothing in protecting Nigerians from fake and substandard products and also life-endangering products. And that concludes this week's episode of the program Standard and You. For any question, complaint, or suggestion, you can send in your messages to the number 0705-972-4455. Follow us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. Remember, you can watch previous episodes online at youtube.com/Standard and You. Don't just view, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. From the entire production crew, good evening.
Why you dey buy fake product, make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.